You're a goal-scoring superstar hero. You'll let your hair down and play to the fans. You're a goal-scoring superstar hero. And every goal, goal, goal says you're the best in the land. Oh, you draw this.
Welcome everybody, it's Sensible on stream. Today is Sociable on stream. Nice to see you guys. Rui Costa, hey Novi, Insane. Welcome to the stream everyone. Today, yeah, special one. Sociable Soccer 24 released a few weeks ago on Steam, finally for PC. The game has been out on Apple Arcade before as a mobile game, but yeah, Rui Costa, yeah, the jersey, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this later. My guest will also have a special jersey on that matches this one. Yeah, you're gonna learn a lot about Sociable Soccer today. We're gonna talk you through the history of it, how it evolved, the different versions that came out, and John and me are going to do some gameplay of it. So first of all, Sociable Soccer, since it was released on Steam, got a great reviews, some not so nice reviews, but that's how it goes. And they released a trailer, which I found rather funny. It's really looking nice. And let's have a look at that trailer together. It's on this website. And here we go. Easy to play, a challenge to master. Yep, they got the FIFA Pro Players license, so they can use real player names. Whitmay, hey there. Yep, so you can see by the intro video here on Steam, the focus is on, like, a focus of the game is definitely on player versus player. And here you see the people on the couch, they look excited, and this is how it's supposed to be. Soccer games are supposed to be fun and not boring, and I think that's the main approach of this game, to fill in like a gap that has been there for a long time. We're gonna talk about this a little more when John is on. If you have any questions about Sociable Soccer while we are talking about it, please feel free to post them in the Twitch chat. That's the best idea, so I can see them straight away and we can answer them. And I don't want to let my guest wait. I hope I can reach him right now. Let's see if I can bring him on. Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, John. Welcome in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Great. Can you
I can't
turn
see you,
on?
but I can definitely hear you.
Can you turn on your camera?
Now, where has the conversation gone? Yeah. Yeah.
Go. Let's see how this looks. And ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Jon Hare. Hi, John. Good to have you tonight.
Hello.
I love that jersey, even though it's a little painful for me. But yes, let's see.
Good
We're gonna
city.
have a little quiz for our viewers. Does anybody have an idea of why we are wearing the jerseys we are wearing? Let's see if there's some people posting it. Brummy says, top hat. I just think of Andy Goss in that. I don't know who Andy Goss is. You might know,
Jeremy
John.
Goss. Jeremy Goss. Jeremy Goss is the man.
Okay. Is that the guy who scored the goal against Bayern?
He scored the volley that sunk you guys, yeah.
Uh-oh.
We're still the only English club to have won in the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, and well, in the Allianz Arena, I think. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Don't remind me. We've lost painfully against Chelsea there.
You did lose against it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I saw the leg in Norwich, but I was very ill. I took a bunch of guys to go to Carrow Road in Norwich, and we saw the home leg, Norwich v Bayern. And I had really bad flu, unfortunately, that day. And I don't remember seeing much of the match. Like, everyone enjoyed it except me. But it was good. We won. Come on.
Yeah.
But that was a draw, that one.
That's awesome. John, do you have a beer ready so we can have a good cheers? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Cheers. I'm gonna have a Peroni, which I like. They taste well. What do you?
This is a special glass. I actually designed this glass. I think it's in 1996. Was it? Yeah. A friend of mine was in a real ale society, and he needed some glasses designing for his real ale party in where I was in Essex. So I designed this thing. It's actually pixel art. You probably can't see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
And you see in yellow and green. Good colours.
Yes, that's cool. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so John, first of all, congratulations on all of your achievements, and me as a sensible soccer passionist, obviously, you've always been a legend to me and to everyone else who has enjoyed your former soccer game. Today we want to talk more about your current one, and it's great to see it out there in the market now to be available for PC players. So I want you to take us back in time. First, I want to know, and I guess my viewers too, how and when shaped the idea in you to create a new soccer game? When's the first time you remember, oh man, let's do something new?
Are you guys aware of a guy called Mev Dink who used to run a company called Vivid Image, and they did First Samurai and Street Racer and that?
Okay.
Are you aware of that company?
Yes, I think so.
So these are guys from the kind of Amiga time. So basically in the 2000s, we sold Sensible Software to Codemasters in 1999. And in 2000s, I first set up Tower Studios with like a couple of guys from the Bitmap Brothers, and we were doing mobile games. This was prior to the iPhone and touchscreen phones. This was the old bad mobiles. And we did that for a couple of years, and the business was okay. And we had a #1 game with Sensible Soccer and Cannon Fodder on the phones, the old phones, the Nokia ones. But we didn't really. There wasn't much money in it. Basically, it wasn't a great business for us. So we were all doing consulting on bits and bobs, and I've done a lot of consulting on different football games down the years. So I did something called Football Superstars.
So when you say we, do you mean like yourself and people involved in Tower Studios, or
Yes, myself, Mike Montgomery, and John Phillips were both from the Bitmap brothers.
Okay.
Uh, we set up Tower Studios, the three of us, and we made some mobile games,
Yeah.
and then we were all individually consulting. That they were both programmers. I'm like more of a design and business guy, and we realised that we were making much more money from our consulting than our mobile games. So we kind of focused on that,
Hmm.
and I did consulting on a bunch of different football games amongst other things. I did a lot of different other things, but I did a Showtime boxing game actually, which was a boxing game. I did something called Football Superstars, which is a very weird football game with a mixed you played football, then you went home in your car, you had a girlfriend, you furnished your flat. It was a very, very weird crossover kind of
Okay.
massive multiplayer game.
Yeah.
But they got me into football skills on that a little bit, and then I did some consulting for a Real Madrid game a friend of mine made. They needed someone to look at the football skills and how you upgrade players and things like that. And then with Mev, who something of a godfather of the computer game industry in Turkey, which is he's Turkish.
Hmm.
He went back to Istanbul and he set up the first development company in Turkey at the time. And I went over to work with him in 2008 on a football game they had running, which was called I Can Football. So this game was like very successful in Turkey, but never really was successful outside of Turkey. And it was on
Yep.
the PC, and it was one of these games where you have 22 guys, 11 aside, and everyone controls one player. That kind
Oh
of
wow.
a game.
Yeah, okay. I remember that. I think
Yeah,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
yeah, and a big lobby, big lobbies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And whilst I was working with him on that game, Istanbul was amazing to go to. What a great place. And I started to think about making a new football game myself. That was the first time I'd really thought about it because I was with my friend and we were making one.
Hmm.
And uh, I wanted to focus on a natural clanning of football. Like I'm wearing my Norwich shirt, you're wearing your Bayern Munich shirt, right? We naturally affiliate with clans as football fans,
Hmm.
and I kind of started off with the focus on well, look, there's two sorts of clans. There's your club clan, then there's your national clan. So for all the differences of all the English fans or all the German fans, everyone will go together when it comes to their country, right? In
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
So I focused on both, and we started off then. So and then I was thinking of even like other kind of clans, like these guys are heavy metal fans, and these guys are butchers, and these guys are students of I don't know
Yeah.
massage or whatever it might be. So I was thinking about like how do we clan people and how we can integrate that into a football game, and that was really the start of my thought. And then I didn't really have a team to work with, and I was working on various other games, and I did a version of Speedball and my Word Explorer game and some other bits in the middle.
Yeah.
And then in 2015 I met this team called Combo Breaker, who are a newly formed team in Helsinki. I met them in a game show out in Helsinki.
Uh-huh.
And they showed me an ice hockey game they'd made for a mobile phone. And I'm like, okay, this is good. They just formed the team, they were very experienced. And I thought this could be quite a good fit for a football game team to work with. Because the way Tower works, my company works, I don't have lots of employees. I work with partnerships with people
Yeah.
to join and make games.
Yeah.
I don't have the big overhead and lots of PAYE and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because that was quite difficult at the end of Sensible, I've got to say, with all those employees when it starts to get difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we started making the game, and I didn't really think of anything. I spoke to them about it, and then I went, and then 2 weeks later they sent me some kind of demo that they'd made.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, so you want to do something? So we decided to sign an agreement with each other to work on this
Okay.
in October, towards the end of October in 2015 is when we started. So just over 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
And then we,
2015.
at that time, Kickstarters they'd kind of peaked a bit in retrospect, but Kickstarter was thought to be a way to get things up and running. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
And,
And that goes directly to my second question, which would be, okay, you met Combo Breaker, then you probably tossed around names, and the name connection, Sociable Soccer, Sensible Soccer, I think everybody can see you tried to come up with
It's deliberate. It's deliberate.
That's right. The alliteration, it makes perfect sense, and it's a good name. I really like it. It's well chosen. Yeah. And so my second question would be, after you got in contact with Combo Breaker and they were sending you a demo, how did the timeline evolve from the failed Kickstarter?
There's a few things to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few things to discuss there. So on the name, we actually did. I did get in contact with Codemasters about the Sensible Soccer name, and we did have an option to use it as the name of this game, and they weren't unreasonable in their terms what they wanted. So we could have been calling it Sensible Soccer and paid them some kind of a royalty, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided it was a bad idea because Sensible Soccer is like a classic thing. It's the best game I've ever made in my life. And I felt it would be, in the long term, negative to use the same name because we had no idea how the game was going to turn out. We were at the start. I hadn't worked with the team before. It was on different platforms. Sensible Soccer, although it's like very popular with people of a certain generation, like if you speak to people about it who are in their 20s now, they don't even know what it is at all. So on a commercial level, it resonates very strongly with a certain generation of men in Europe, basically.
Yeah.
But outside of that narrow band of people, it's not big. It's, on the world stage, it's not as big as people think it is. And for me, artistically, it somehow seemed a bit cheap to be riding on the back of the old game. And you're setting yourself up for a lot of criticism if you start to use the old name to put out a game that's different.
Yeah.
Because the inferences is going to be more similar. And of course, the quality is not as good because that game, let's face it, to get to SWOS 96, 97 took us like 6 or 7 years of working on one platform, basically, most of the time.
Yeah,
Amiga, on a much simpler system. So,
yeah, from any fan's standpoint, that was a wise decision to not take that name, but come up with a different one.
Yeah. So there was that, and so we with the Kickstarter thing. So I took some advice on Kickstarter. I'd never done it before, and I took some advice for some people about it, and they kind of advised us: look, you're better off doing a kind of 6-month marketing build up before you launch your Kickstarter to get the biggest uptake in it, and go through certain processes that guarantees the Kickstarter is going to be more successful. But from our perspective, like myself and the guys in Helsinki, the Combo Breaker team, we wanted to get on with it. Like you don't get a creative steam going and then wait 6 months. That's not how it works. Like when you want to roll, you roll. So
yeah, you don't want to lose momentum.
Well, we'd have stopped. We'd have just, like that means it's 6 months before you've got a chance of getting any money.
Yeah.
For example. So it's like for sometimes in the modern day when so many people do things as like a second job or as a hobby, often people forget that those of us who make games as a living, it's 100% its only job. It's our source of income. So, we have to constantly finance the lives of everybody involved with us. And sometimes people forget that, it's part of my responsibility to make sure that everyone has the money they need to continue to be in the boat with us and not just jump out, basically. Yeah. So we put the Kickstarter down and we asked for $300,000 or euros. I can't remember which, or pounds. I can't remember which of the currencies. It was 300,000.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean, it's an absolute fraction of what's been spent on the game. For Kickstarter by those standards in 2015, it seemed high. Like by that time, what had happened is you'd had this huge, like, what was Chris Roberts' game? Wing Commander. Like you had these huge budgets. And a lot of people hadn't delivered on the budgets. By this time, the public were wary of Kickstarter. And they were like, oh, I'm going to get ripped off again. I won't get my game again. It's not going to come out again. And so really the magic number in Kickstarter at that time was around about 50,000. Well, for 50,000, you can't do anything in the world we're working in. It
Yeah.
pays for nothing.
Yeah.
So we went for 300,000, and it was obvious after 2 weeks we knew we weren't going to hit the target. So
Yeah. Mostly in the first 48 hours, if it's not going there, you're not going to get there.
I mean, and I'd taken some advice from some experts, and we had a couple of PR companies working with us, and they said, like, it's just, it's not going to work. So we realized it wasn't, and we just withdrew it basically because we hadn't, we'd been warned you need to do this groundwork.
Yeah.
And, it's like, I still come from the same mentality I was with Sensible. It's like you've got an idea, so you just do it, really. It's like a little bit more impulsive.
Yeah.
And, so we didn't get the Kickstarter, but we kept on soldiering on. And I guess because I had a little bit of money kicking around in the bank, and the guys in Finland managed to get some stuff from Finland, from the government and stuff there, that we could survive for a while. And we kept going for pretty much 2 years. And then after 2 years, it was really pretty painful. Like, we hadn't had any money in. And my main thought was to keep the team spirits up, actually, and to do something, to put something out there publicly, to make everyone feel they're making something real and not just a fantasy.
Yeah.
And so we did the early access version at the end of 2017, which was kind of like showing our progress. And at that point, although the game has always been planned as a cross-platform mobile PC console thing, at that point, by the end of 2017, we pretty much really only worked on PC. It'd been pretty much a PC project.
Yeah.
Kind of like bearing in mind we need to go to mobile at some point.
Yeah.
So that was kind of where we were. So that's why we put the Steam Early Access out then. And it did okay. And we got some feedback. And we knew that there were things that were wrong with the game. But we kind of almost just wanted to let people know that we exist at that point. And then, of course, people, the way this works, imagine you're 2 years into doing a job and there's like by that time we had 5 or 6 people on it full time. And the thing hasn't earned a penny at this point. So that's a lot of money to make back, just for all the people involved.
That's
at that
right.
point, let alone going forward.
Yeah.
So we, to be honest, we didn't sell a huge amount of stuff on early access. We did okay. I mean, it was all right. There was enough to get the game out there to see what people's response was, and it was the first flag in the sand, if you like.
Yeah.
And then in 2018, I went to see Yuki, which is like the easiest way to describe it is like the UK Games Union, if you like.
Yeah.
And they do things for our industry from time to time. They have events on, and they said, look, we've got a bunch of publishers coming over from China who, oh no, I'm missing out a bit in the story here. So actually we were doing some mobile at the time because we also had a pretty decent VR version of the game that we'd shown in the
yes,
I
remember
Oculus.
With this Oculus. Yes. Oh man, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, did you ever see it?
Yes, I saw it.
It was really good. I mean, it was very good, I thought. And it was, especially at the time, when people hadn't done much VR, it was a really good VR version of the game.
Yeah, it was very much ahead of its time, actually. Maybe it was too far ahead of its time for people to comprehend what it does.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And again, it's the age-old problem with dealing with soccer with American companies. Like Oculus was a very American company. They had a British office. And sometimes in the games industry, there's a certain type of games person who really hates football. The kind of people who like certain types of games, and you must know this in the games industry. There's gamers who play, mostly they're fantasy game players who play a certain type of game, and they see football almost like an alien culture to them. And what we found at the time is when you're dealing with people who are American who just don't understand, or in general, I'm talking about, or value soccer and what it means.
I mean, I can see that when I think about role play games, it just doesn't click with me,
Yeah, so you get that. I mean, I've always
Yeah.
said, like, we always had Cannon Fodder and Sensible Soccer, and I remember when I was a kid at school, and you're like 8, and everyone's running around the playground, and half the boys were playing football with a tennis ball, and the other half were playing war, like pretending to play war.
Yeah.
And I just remember this, like, and, you know, I still think it holds true to this day. And what happened was that a lot of the tech companies, especially in the States, and even the people in Europe, it kind of gravitated towards those more non-conventional people who also, there's nothing wrong with being non-conventional, but part of their non-conventionality was they hated football.
Yeah.
So you end up with this trying to sell to people who don't see what you're doing or go, wow, that's amazing, or, you know, don't get excited by it because they're turned off by the subject matter. So anyway, that was our experience. Although we did exhibit the game twice in the London Science Museum in 2016 and 2017, we actually exhibited the VR version. So there was an interest from a science perspective more than a commercial games perspective. Anyway, so when we get to 2018 and we get introduced to this Chinese company who were making a mobile game, and they were run by a guy who was the all-time top scorer for the Chinese national team. Would you believe?
Oh, what's his name?
So I can't remember the guy's name. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
He was like the president of the company. He's there somewhere in the executive thing.
Okay.
So they were really into football games. They were already doing a few football games. They work with another British company who make a game called Soccer Manager, which is like a more mobile version of what Football Manager we're doing, with a Football Manager and now also on mobile. But you know, this kind of like next down kind of level management game, but good. And so we started working with them, and I started learning an awful lot about Chinese style game mechanics. So I worked with this Chinese designer there called Jimmy. He's a great guy. Some really good guys in China we work with.
Did you fly out there?
Absolutely no English. Yeah. I flew out there 3 times. Okay. Actually, it was really, we had a great relationship with this company. We still do, actually.
Cool.
And we worked with Jimmy. Jimmy was like a big, massive football fan. He was a Sampdoria fan. He was Chinese.
Sampdoria. Okay, like dating back to the early 90s when they were big with Mancini and Vialli, or okay, wow,
exactly, and he had no English but had very good knowledge of football and games. So we communicated well because our understanding of stuff was very good.
You have a common ground and you can go off.
Yeah, he took us to a football match in Beijing with Beijing Guan. This team there. It was really, really interesting to go to a Chinese football stadium and see the football there. And when they sing, like you get 40 guys standing up all at once and sing and chant and then sit down again at the same time.
Oh wow!
Very orchestrated. Interesting.
Cool.
And anyway, so Jimmy was teaching me about the kind of mechanics that were working in China. So. And to a certain extent, some of the legacy in Sociable Soccer now comes from that time. So we were looking at kind of not being a massive fan of this, but he was describing it but looking at like a kind of League of Legends kind of structure with leagues. So you've got like these ladder leagues and you progress from the first to the second to the third to the fourth.
Yep.
And then you have a top league and you have a certain competition there that happens every week or month or however often you want to have it. And because it's Chinese at the time, it was very aggressive. Like you buy in China, you'll get 10 cards in the pack. You buy a pack of cards, you bin them all until you get one you want, and the rest you can throw away. So very aggressive monetization. And actually, the history of that's interesting because in China, most people have got really terrible phones, but when they're at work, they can play in their lunch break on the office phone.
Yeah.
And so they've got about an hour to play the game a day. So they're like very fast, aggressive play. Like they try and do it all in an accelerated time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So this is where they came from. So, and also at the time we actually got the Chinese Super League license from them. So we got the ability to, anyone who's played the Apple Arcade version of our game will see we use the Chinese league players or managers on with art. We've had Rafa Benitez on the front. We've had Oscar and various other bigger players there as well.
Yeah.
Which has been good. But recently, the Chinese Super League, unfortunately, is very poor. It's got
Yeah,
kind of lost all its money, and no one's going there
yeah,
anymore.
the Saudis took their spot with the money.
Absolutely, and I think they're a bit richer.
Yeah, they are.
So, so, so anyway, we constructed the game around this way, building it towards the Chinese way. So
Okay.
you must have two currencies because you can't have one currency in a Chinese game. It's against the law by the government.
Oh,
So you got to have a second currency. So you got to sell, you got to buy currency A, and then you got to go to currency B to be able to trade in it within the game, or some very weird laws. So that at the time, that stuff is still sometimes buried in the game somewhere. You'll find that if you want to find the second currency. It doesn't do anything on the
okay.
outside of China. Anyway, so we started to construct the game around that, and we didn't have any licenses apart from the CSL. So as I decided from the start, it's not worth doing a proper player market like in SWOS when you're buying loads of fake players. Like the value comes from buying real players, not loads of fake players. No one's going to go to market with made up player names. So we were happy to, like, although the initial remit for the game, believe it or not, was like SWOS with online play added, which was the first remit.
Yeah.
We decided to go for this Chinese structure of leagues. And that's kind of what's still in the game now. So when you play the game in the career mode currently, you'll see the overhang from that we don't have the SWOS style thing. Your collectible team is within his artificial league structure.
Yeah.
And then, anyway.
From China, it went to Apple Arcade.
Yeah, this is the thing. So we were gearing up for this, and then the Chinese guys were saying, "Yeah, we're going to launch the game in the Bird's Nest Stadium, and it's going to be, amazing, But it never really happened. Is the honest truth with this. So then I got contacted in 2019, in March 2019, by an American guy who I'd spoken to 2 years previously at one of the GDCs in San Francisco, which you must know very well, I'm sure. And he said, "Have you still got that football game, that online football game thing?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, we got it." And he said, "We'd like to see it at GDC in San Francisco in 2019. So I met with these guys in a hotel called the W Hotel, which is opposite where the conference is, where everyone goes to have a drink and stuff there. And they said, "Yeah, we really like your game. We played it for a while, and I showed them that it was working well. It worked with the controllers. Although it's a mobile game, we designed it for PC from the start, so it worked with all the controllers. It worked for 2 players onto the iPad, which was great. And actually, it's kind of a bit of a disappointment. No one picked up on the Apple Arcade, really, that you can plug it into your TV and play it like a console with 2 controllers."
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize to do that when I was playing the Apple Arcade version. The thing that I liked
about it. It's like
the thing that I liked most about it was the introduction to the controls. It was like very organic on how it started to introduce people on how to use a mobile phone to play a soccer game. I think lots of people have failed with that. That was very good. I like that.
It took a lot of iterations actually, and currently we've ripped it out the game for the PC version. Anyway, but of course with Apple Arcade, what happened was they liked the game. A company called Rogue, it's a Californian publisher. Then we signed a very good deal with them for us, and we then went together to Apple. They went to Apple to us. They knew how Apple were working. They knew Apple Arcade was happening before it really happened. And they gave us an inside track, which is how we got into Apple Arcade. And of course, for us, the deal with the Chinese company, we didn't get so much money. It was a lifeline to stay alive, but that was about it. The Apple Arcade deal was actually properly good money for us. And that kind of enabled us to, obviously we're doing updates all the time, but it enabled us to build what we were doing back for the PC and console. So we it's kind of like financially you've got to make things work.
You took a detour to get where you wanted to be, basically.
Well, we had to take this detour. We wouldn't have survived without it. And even for the Chinese did, we wouldn't have survived. But this was like, it's Apple money. It's like real money.
Sure, Apple money is, good.
Yeah. And so,
nice.
The downside of the Apple Arcade deal, for 1 year, you can't do any other platforms at all. You can't publish them. And as long as you're signed with them, you can't do regular mobile. So we've been signed with them for 4 years now. We've been out on Apple Arcade 4 years. And we can't do regular Android, for example, at all, or iOS. We're not allowed to.
Yeah.
We're blocked. That's the downside. But for us, it was okay. So we launched it, and then we spent about the first year and a bit refining what we had in Apple Arcade. And then 2.5 years ago, we said, right, now we're going to switch our focus back to PC console because we'd got enough money in to buy a bit of time.
Yeah.
And we decided, right, now we're going to go back to what we started off doing. And we've worked with a couple of different. So internally we've always done the PC and mobile, and then we've done the porting into the other consoles with another company who we work very closely with.
Yeah.
We actually went through 2 different porting companies. So the one we're with now wasn't the one we started with.
Okay.
So there's been a few full starts, and then also 2.5 years ago we signed a deal with a British publishing company for PC and console, which was great. Really, really, really good deal. Only problem was they didn't pay us all the money. So it's not intentionally. They were chasing investment. They've been unfortunate basically with investment. Nevertheless, we got caught with a big commitment to PC console and with no money coming in, which we've been just the last year or so has not been easy for that reason. But we've had Apple Arcade money left to ride us over that period. So we now find ourselves in the bizarre position because in all this time, we've been negotiating with FIFA Pro for 2 years with the FIFA Pro license. We've been developing the PlayStation, which is PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch, being done by the porting company. Obviously testing the game, getting the photos for the players that come with the FIFA Pro license, because FIFA Pro give you the license, but they don't give you the pictures, so you need to buy those separately.
Yeah.
We work with a back-end company in France called Alltree that does all our matchmaking, the server side stuff.
Okay. So you outsource.
So there's a lot.
The online play.
There's a load of pieces to this jigsaw of how the game is made. We've got a testing company in Poland, we've got a translation company in Finland. I could go on. There's like many components of how we construct what we're doing on all the platforms.
So very different from how SWOS was made with just 4 or 5 people. It's like unimaginable.
The world is different.
Yes.
It's because the platforms themselves demand so much from you. The moment you go online, you're working on a server and a client basis, and development's maybe a third as fast as it normally is. Because you're always going to check client to server with everything you're doing. So it's like, it's not the most enjoyable, I would say overall now, isn't the most enjoyable time to make games. It's like, it was worse in the days before we had 3D engines, and your team would spend a year. Like when we made Sensible Soccer 98, the first year we didn't make a game at all. They spent a year just making a graphics engine. That was really boring. Now, thankfully, thanks to Unity, we're on Unity. So thanks to Unity, that bit's gone. But there's so much time supporting the systems from so many different third parties right now that does really impact game. And on top of that, we've had, we've had some pretty big legacy issues with the early development that still persist in the game at the moment. So that's meant some things are very difficult to change and do. Like you see little things in the game and you think, why does it do that? And the reason is because it will take us 4 months of ripping it apart to fix it, and we've never had the 4 months. So actually what we're doing now is we're doing a lot of legacy fixing. So we are doing that, ripping up bits, because we're already working towards Sociable Soccer 25. Like you're always working year ahead.
Towards the next one, yes.
We're constantly doing, you're constantly going forward. And you're producing what you're doing now. So
well, then let's take a look at where we are now. And so I'm gonna fire up the game, and then people can actually see, and you can comment on the different game modes.
I can't see you. How am I going to see you?
So you're gonna just open the stream link on Twitch, It's
Okay.
twitch.tv/Playaveli, and then you mute you mute the stream.
Okay. Yep, it's loading and it's muted. So
Yep.
don't make a noise.
Hang on, I
See a
gotta
guy on the
change.
plane, though.
I gotta change my options windowed mode. Oh wow, it changed the settings. Hang on. There we go. Now it fits in my window. Thank you for the raid. We got a raid on Twitch from Only Amiga. Thank you for that. Let me turn on the music. There we go. Now we can hear us better again.
Oh, you got EA Sports FC advert. That's unusual.
Where's that?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I saw. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and now I'm in the main menu of the game. This is what people see when they start it.
This is an option. I can see the options menu now.
Yeah, you should see like what I'm doing in a moment. I'm back in the main menu. I see career, world, friendly, trophies, rewards, inbox, options, and exit. Okay. So I guess what was on many people's heart, the question about the career mode. So you commented on this earlier and explained a little bit that, hey, this is not the career mode that SWOS has. It's different. How does this career mode work when you had to break it down? Basically, very simple. Explain it to people.
The first thing to say about this is we're working on different options, and I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can now.
Okay, good.
No, sorry. I think the video's on a delay, so it appears you're talking.
Yeah, the video. Yes, you hear me through Discord. Just mute the stream. Yeah.
So the first thing to mention is that all the game modes, the career mode, the world mode, the friendly mode, and other things, we're working on going forward. So for Sociable Soccer 25, we are taking the feedback from everyone, assessing the time we've got, and deciding how to modify these. So that's the first thing people should know. Now we have the FIFA Pro license secured, we can start to modify around that, modify the game modes. So
Okay.
We'll keep you posted on that, but it's there are ways of improving the online PvP experience so that you can go somewhere with that more meaningfully. And there's some areas, some parts of SWOS we'd certainly like to get into the game at some point. So that's where we're going.
Okay, I started a career with like Inter Milan, but it didn't give me like the actual players like Lautaro Martinez and Thuram that are playing there now. But
because it's not that's not what happens. Yeah.
Aha. So that's very different. I was confused. I think, okay, I'm gonna pick Inter Milan. I have my players, but they are like rated down to a lower level to start at the lowest division, which is like Division 10 or something.
No, how it works is that how it works is similar to more like a FIFA Ultimate Team or again from this League of Legends design as well. So everyone, regardless of the clan you choose, that only affects like the shirts you wear, the shorts you wear, what the club's called, right? But the actual players you get are just low-level players, a collection of lower-level players you're training. So rather than you being the Bayern Munich manager, you are your Bayern Munich manager.
Okay.
So the way the game operates is that there's a bunch of different players with a Bayern Munich team.
Yeah.
And they're all collecting their own team and moving up. And actually the way it works is that everyone, when they join the game, they join the clan that belongs to their team. So I would join the Norwich clan.
Sure.
Join the Bayern Munich clan. You're in the Inter Milan clan at the moment, as it happens.
Yeah. Yes.
But you join your clan, and then as you go through the game, you unlock different game modes. So I can see now, but looking at your screen, your manager's at level 11. Your character, your Playaveli, this guy with the Santa hat on, right? Because it's Christmas. So it's in Santa mode.
Sure.
Anyway, so you're at level 11. So that means at level 10, you unlocked where you are now, which is the Club Clash. If you stay on the Club Clash screen.
Okay.
But the Club Clash means now that you're in a part of the game. So I'll explain that. We'll leave the screen where we are for now. So
Sure.
basically, on the one hand, you've got these 10 divisions. So you've got Division 10, which is quite simple to play in, quite fast. You'll be out of that within an hour if you're any good. Then you get to Division 9, then 8, 7, 6, and every time it takes longer to get to the
Yeah, and your players to get a little better with each promotion, right? Because I saw my overall number down there. You see 504, the total strength of the team. That I started with something like 320 or so. I don't know. So it goes
504 is coming from the combined value of your players. So every player is a value between 1 and 99. 99 being the top player in the world, like an Erling Haaland. Number 1 being some really low guy you've not heard of, right? And the 504 is just a combination of adding up all your first team plus a little bit of your bench and your squad to get an overall value.
Okay.
But players upgrade in a couple of ways. So after matches, some of them get a man of the match award.
Yep.
They'll get an automatic upgrade. And you can also buy upgrades. So this is this came from the Chinese system, actually. So
sure, that's
like
where they make
card eating.
Yeah.
It's like what we call card eating. So when you maybe you want to play this game and then we'll go back to the cards. Like,
all right.
Talk about how that
was one question in our Twitch chat. Tom, who you have met in the London calling, I think. He was asking, how do you know who else is in your clan? And then Leo, Theologistic, he has answered, I figured this out by looking at tables on the main screen in career mode. And he said, I really
think what you need to do, if you don't mind sacrificing this match.
No, sure. How can I go back from here?
You have to go in. But unfortunately, you can't go back from here because you're right at the threshold of playing. So
can you add an option to go back from this screen? Because I'm always getting stuck here.
Well, we could, but it's not easy at the moment because this is one of the structural things I'm talking about that's going to take weeks to change. And we're actually fixing other stuff at the moment.
Okay, I see.
More
Makes
immediate
sense.
and important, like fixing goalkeepers and AI. But this screen illustrates some good stuff. So you can choose for every match to play on easy, medium, or hard difficulty.
Yep.
But you're on hard currently.
That's right.
This
see that down here.
Quite a big effect on quite a big effect on how hard the game is. So you can see, you're on hard there now.
Yeah.
Your opponent is a slightly better team than you. So an average player is going to pick medium. Easy is for people who are not very confident on the game, basically.
Yeah, I always play
medium
hard.
And hard is what players are going to be going between, depending on their opponent.
Yeah.
I suggest you go in and play the game now and then quit so that we can show the questions.
Or can I just close the game and then start it again? Or would that also sacrifice it?
I think it's going to bring you back to here. If you want me to explain what it's about the way the server and the client communicate. And the way that protocol is currently programmed means that it doesn't want to go back in case something. And we do plan to restructure it, but it's really a big job.
Let me just test.
Do that in a big change.
I'll just close the game completely and start over and see where it brings me. Okay.
You're going to go to career and it's going to come back to this screen, but let's see.
Okay, let's see. Restarting it. Sociable Soccer. Huh? There we go. And then I'll press login. Oh, by the way, yeah, this little network error screen comes up. Oh, I'm back in the main menu now. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to career, let's see where we go.
Okay, I'll go to career, click career. Yes, okay, it brings me back to that. But at least I wanted to know, how can I go back to the main menu from here? Can't, right?
You can't from here.
Good.
This is a problem. It's locked.
Okay.
It's a no problem, but it's a very, very complex fix,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Go forward from here.
Okay, I play.
You have to go forward.
Yeah. And then I always like to do the hardcore. I love hardcore.
Hardcore is effectively, so just to explain these, coach
Yeah.
is very much the same as manage mode in SWOS.
Okay.
Casual is control set up for more like a FIFA player. Casual is like a FIFA player comes to the game, they want to see how it works, and it's set up to accommodate them. So there's a lot of automated shooting angles and passing angles. Hardcore is much more like what a SWOS player should choose, because it's more like there's less assistance, basically.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna choose hardcore. Play.
Okay.
I got the crazy Colin as a referee.
Yeah. There's the referees actually have a big impact on the game. Like the Blessed Bria, she's very strict. She gives you loads of red cards.
Yeah, John.
This guy just
on average, I get like 2 to 3 red cards every match. I think I'm playing this a little like too brutal.
yeah, you actually tackling at the right angle is important. Tackling from behind is really badly punished in the game.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Okay.
bear in mind to tackle someone from the front.
I'm gonna go ahead and play.
So here you can see the star players and stuff. Yeah, you can play.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
So there's 5 cameras, and you've chosen the most SWOS-like camera I can see.
Yes, I mean obviously for me, and I pretty much. I like to have a good overview of where my people are, so my players.
It's nice actually. We started off with just one overhead camera, and we added this a few weeks ago. Feedback. We're very much working with the community at the moment, so that there's community feedback about wanting more SWOS-like cameras, so we just made it. It wasn't something which was like on. I guess sometimes it's a little bit of an overhang from having had it out on Apple Arcade for a while. Like no mobile player is going to say, "I want something this zoomed out." You just won't be able to see anything. But for PC, for console, it's really good.
Okay. I'm just gonna play this one game, and you can just comment on what's happening, or give me advice of what to do.
I'll do that. Yeah. So you can see that the AI opponents, they were quite good. These opponents, if I remember right. The level.
Yeah, they were a little better than me. They had like a 524 rating or something. And
did you put them on the hard mode or on the medium?
Hard. Yeah.
Hard, yeah. So they're going to give you a bit of a game.
Okay.
The games are really short. What's nice about having short games?
It's good. Yes, I like that a lot. It keeps like
it's very good.
The intensity up.
And it's really good for online play, because on an online match you have so much dropout and people just killing the game. When it's only like 3 or 4 minutes, people will wait for the next one. So we're having very, very almost no dropout in the middle of a game. So that's working really well.
They almost scored here.
The little energy symbol, the energy symbol you can see come up there, is telling you that one of your players is low on energy. So this game's got a sprint button, so you can sprint with a trigger. When a player runs out of energy, he can't sprint anymore, and then your manager's basically telling you might want to make a substitution, which you can do by pressing up on your D-pad. Then they'll bring up the sub menu.
Will that bring up the sub menu at any point, or just when there's a dead ball?
It will queue up that you want to bring it up when the ball goes out of play. So if you press up on your D-pad when you got a moment.
Hang on, I scored. I press up on the D-pad. Yes, I scored. That's a good moment to.
Right, press up on the D-pad.
Okay.
And you should see the little quadrant behind your manager flashing, and then that means he's ready to make a sub.
Oh wow. Okay, I think I've never been in this menu. It's good to have you on here too.
Now you've got 5 guys who are running at half pace. Yeah, so you got 5 tired players.
Okay, so how do I sub? I click on one,
and then you click on the guy you want to bring on. Click on the guy you want to take off.
Okay, the guy called Kikas. I'm gonna do that guy, and I'm gonna
Okay, and then go to the sub pile.
Okay.
Go sideways left to the sub pile.
Okay.
Then go up and down till you find the guy you want to bring on.
Okay.
And go up and down.
I'm gonna do a striker, obviously.
Just navigate up and down. Yeah, then you can find the guy you want. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that striker. Okay, he's in. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice. And then next one, the other striker. Click. Uh-huh. I don't have any more strikers, so I'm gonna do a right wing.
Oh, you haven't. You've got no one on the bench.
I only have. Yeah, I only have one striker on the bench, and okay, right wing. Huh?
You have a lone player. Have you used the lone players yet?
No, I haven't.
I need to teach you. We need to get out of this game and go to the menus to teach you how to play.
Yeah.
So,
yes. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna sub one more guy, and then I'm gonna finish play. What is RO? What is RO? Is that right offensive or?
That's like a right wing back. It's like a right outside. It's like
okay.
Some nationalities use RO to describe that. It's like between a winger and a fullback.
Okay, and then it says X play. I'm gonna keep on playing now. The other two guys are fine in the midfield. Okay.
Obviously, you can change formation. Maybe you can show the formation changing with the shoulder buttons here. Oh, too late.
Okay.
Right. Another thing you can do if you use the sideways before you kick off. If you use the sideways, if you use the side D-pad ones, the left and right, it actually does a formation change during play.
Okay.
So you can actually change formation during play. It's like a shortcut.
Okay. Hey, I won. Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
so
cool! I got a Steam achievement winning a match after doing a substitute strike.
There you go.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. So if we go out of this menu, I need to show you some of the career menus in more detail.
Yeah.
So this is just showing you. This shows you. This is a club clash. So your club is winning, right? This is a tug of war bar, which will go black or red. If it's between the two arrows, it's a draw, but you're clearly winning now. So every 24 hours, we have one of these competitions between two clubs. So this is like Inter Milan versus Arsenal, and Inter Milan's winning. So this is all the Inter Milan players playing against all of the Arsenal players.
Oh, okay. Good. There's one question from Rui Costa on the Twitch chat. He asks, are all players equal or change like SWOS in terms of ball control, speed, and shooting? I think they have different skill sets, right?
All the players have got the individual squads. Let's show the answer now in the game.
Okay.
I want you to go forward. I want you to go forward. Press A.
Yeah.
You're running. I'm running on single lag from you.
Sure.
It's showing you this guy is the man of the match. He's upgraded. You've got the rewards. And when you get to where you get all the players standing in the squad, just stop.
Okay. I stop now. I see them all standing.
That's the screen you got to stop on. Right.
Okay.
So, okay. Press A once.
I got a new
You should get
upgrade
all the
here.
buttons in the bottom of the screen. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you've won a new player. Okay, cool. You've been collecting stars towards a player. That result won you this player. So if you click again.
Okay, but this, when you said you did that, that happened automatically. I didn't, or was there an option for me to choose? When I started career, this happens.
No, what happened, this is the difference between this and SWOS at the moment. Like we said, we only got the FIFA Pro license very recently.
Okay.
So we didn't ever put a market where you can go in and search for players. So what happens is your chairman hunts for players and brings them to you, and then says to you, when you win so many matches, or we will collect stars. When you collect all the stars, then you get the player.
Okay.
So it's a more automatic system. So
okay.
if you go forward now to the screen with all the 3D players, we need to stop on that screen. And we need to not play the match.
Okay, but I cannot go. There's only the option for me to play now.
I can't see what screen you're on. No, go forward. Go forward from here.
Okay,
the word play is wrong.
It only says play at
you on a big delay. Have you gone forward to the one with the 3D team?
Hang on.
Team?
Yeah, wait. I won a. Well done. You won a prize. Here's your new player. That guy. Okay.
Yeah, unlock the player.
Okay,
Get the
now,
player
oh
and then
yes.
stop when you-
Yes, I'm back. Okay.
Okay. Right, now this screen is the main screen where everything happens in the game. And
Okay.
as soon as you press play from this screen, you're going forward to the next match.
Okay, and I'm
Okay,
locked.
this is
Okay.
how it's currently constructed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to view first. Click the left shoulder button. Go to view.
Got it.
Left trigger. That's the one. Click on that.
Yep.
Right. So now in this screen, you browse all of the players in your team in detail. So this shows you the player, the amount of appearances he's got, the amount of goals he's scored, how much sale value he's got, his source club, his nationality. And then around the cards, it shows his main position, the centre back here, the value of the player out of 100, and then his top skill.
Okay.
And his source club, his nationality.
There's a question to that,
and
John.
then the bar underneath. Yep.
There's a question. Leo is asking: are the players that your chairman signs for you influenced by the club you are? So, for example, I'm Norwich, and so far I've had both George Long and Adam Forshaw as players that I have won, amongst others.
Yeah, so we have these three other ways of acquiring players. The chairman in general, I think his players are not particularly weighted towards your club. But if you see what we call a win streak, I think you might have played win streaks where you've got to play and you play up to 5 matches in a row. And if you keep on winning, you get a reward. So we put the top win streak rewards weighted towards your club, like Adam Forshaw, if you're a Norwich fan. And we also have these daily rewards, which we give. And those rewards also weight on the top level, like once a week, to your club. So
Okay.
yes, we do some weighting towards your club.
Yeah.
And now you can start to see the way, this is the FIFA Pro license in play now. So
Okay.
one of your guys was asking the questions about the skills. You can see that every player you've got is tackle, heading, passing,
Oh yeah, there we go.
speed, skill, etc.
Yes.
The pitch.
Wait, are they?
So this
wait,
shows you.
it tells like tackle, heading, passing, speed, control, shot, and finish. Those are the exact 7 player skills of SWOS. Good inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. Same 7 players squash. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have all the skills there, and then we have the primary and secondary position. So when you come to creating your structure for your tactics, if he's in his primary position, this guy you're looking at now is a left back, right?
Yes.
So you can see he's a left back, and it shows on the pitch diagram his primary position is left back. All the other positions, which are kind of like semi-coloured in,
Green.
they're
Yeah.
his secondary position.
Okay.
So he can play as a right back, he can play as a centre back, he can play as a left midfield.
Okay.
But
Or
if
as
you
a
want him to be
six.
really good, you put him as a left back.
Yeah.
So every player has one primary position and
That's cool.
several secondary positions,
Yeah.
depending on the guy.
And yeah, how versatile he is. If we had, for example, Ruud Gullit in here, you could play him everywhere on the field. Yeah.
Everywhere, even in goal, probably. So
yes.
if you go,
Okay. Go back.
you go through the team now with the shoulder buttons.
Okay. Yeah. Shoulder
If you go
buttons.
through the team with the shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
You might eventually come up with a player that says upgrade with the X on it. I can't see that on this screen because I can only see your picture.
Oh, hang on.
Can you see a player with the upgrade activated?
Here, there we go. Let me roll back with my chair.
Okay, so this guy is upgradable. So now click the X button or click the appropriate button.
The thing is, I think
go to the upgrade.
I can choose any player and then go on upgrade.
Well, normally not all of the players are upgradable. It depends on who's in your squad. In your case, it looks like you can. So click on upgrade on one of these players.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna choose my guy that scores all the goals. That guy, 21 matches, 24 goals. Upgrade. Okay. Yeah.
Kickoff. Okay. So now it will show you the players that you can upgrade, and this is quite an interesting system. So to upgrade, you need to match in one of those 3 corners. So he's either got to be the same position, like a striker, or he's got to be the same source club or the same nationality.
Okay.
So the same position will give you a basic upgrade, like so much percent. The upgrade bar's above your head right now.
Yeah.
same nationality will like give you almost double that, and the same club will give you even more. So
Yep.
depending on how you match the cards, you get the upgrade. If the
Oh.
cards don't match any of those things, you can't upgrade them. So they're going to be matching. This is a little bit of a card game part.
Why does it, so for now, there's only this guy Romeo Vucic, but that wouldn't be an upgrade because he's only 20. Yeah, he has a 26 skill and my Kikas guy has 34, so I wouldn't want to exchange those, right?
He's matching. No, the only way to upgrade a player is to eat another card. This is how we keep the card levels down. So he's matching because they're both strikers.
Okay.
The other thing about the system is you can only eat a player who is not in your starting 11 or subs bench. So it's only the guys in that squad pile that you can eat.
What do you mean by eat? So when I would click on this Romeo Vucic, what happens? Would that guy be on my team?
Vucic is about to, let's eat him and make him disappear. So you need to eat him. This is a Chinese system, right? So we're gonna click. We're gonna kill him now, right? He's gonna die. So
killed off. Then.
So we're gonna click on him, and then you pay some money to do the upgrade as well. And then you, Mr. Vucic, he's gone, and now your kick-ass guy will be better.
Okay, upgrade.
That's the trade-off.
Yay! Look at that. Okay, so Vucic, sorry about that, you're gone. Yeah. And now my guy here is upgraded. Yeah, I see. Okay, and now I'm back on the main screen.
Now you're back. So now we're going to look at another part. Don't go forward. We're going to look at more parts. Sure. Now we're going to look at tactics. So click on your right trigger.
Tactics. Yep. I've been here, and I can pick the formations, which makes total sense. Like, you basically got all those soccer formations in there.
Now what I want to look at is, where is your lone player? Oh, you've got him at your left back. I can see you got your lone player already. So we have what we call a lone player. You've got the guy like as your left centre back.
Yeah.
So every season you play, so the game's made in seasons, and every season you can get promoted if you've got enough points. Here's your lone player. So as you're playing the games, depending on how well you perform, you're going to effectively earn loan points this season. Okay. And it will tell you what level player you're going to get as your loan reward next season. So next season, you won't have him. You might have a striker. You might have a midfielder or a goalkeeper or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be someone else. And the better you play in the season, the better the loan guy's going to be. And actually, this enables even like very basic players like you play at teams like yours actually get one good star player from on loan. It's a temporary for one season.
Yep.
So here you can see that your guy will have been removed from the squad. I presume you've gone through the process of making the best squad you can.
Yeah, like it says when there's sort available, it automatically like puts my best possible lineup there. I figured that out.
I'll do the best possible lineup, or you can do it individually. If you can show how you can change the formation by pressing the shoulder buttons, would be nice.
Yep, there we go.
By pressing RB or LB.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. They change around.
So, this is how we change the formation.
Yep.
And if you want to compare the skills of players, if you click on a player, you click on one of the players.
Yeah.
And then move over another player.
Oh, I see. That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
So now you can compare the players and get the best guys.
Kikas and Panada. I gotcha. Yes. All right. Okay. Then I deactivate him again, and then I can select my tactic again. This is cool. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to go back, and we're going to go. And if a player doesn't want the detail of all the formations, he just presses sort, and it'll just automatically pick the system solution.
Hang on.
Now we're going to go back to that other screen with all the players standing there.
Yep. Wait. So I do play again. No. Damn. I had to choose back, right?
This is where you can't go back from. You're in this loop again.
Yes. I was confused on how to go out of this menu. So this is something that Yeah, for me, I don't know why. Maybe it's for others, it's different. But for me,
Unfortunately, once you
it's,
go forward, you can't go backward. It's something to do with the way the system's constructed.
I see.
We will
Well,
change this eventually, but right now we can't.
yeah. So shall I play this now real quick or for
Well,
fight?
you can go in and play, or you can just go in and play and just quit.
Quit, and that
Lose
means
3-0 if you quit.
Okay.
3-0 loss.
Yeah, whatever. Let's lose 3-0 and then.
It's one match.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
gonna
right.
kill you.
No, it's not gonna kill me. All right. So how do I get out of here? Start, quit. Gotcha.
Quit,
Yep.
and then
Hey, John. Maybe it's an idea that if you quit before the kickoff, you wouldn't lose automatically. Like in SWOS, I thought that very genuine. And when you press escape before the kickoff happens, you're not losing.
That works in most circumstances. It might, depending on if you're playing against AI or real people, I guess. Anyway,
Right.
so let's go forward.
Okay.
And then get to that screen with all the players standing up there, and then.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back.
Okay,
and
so
my
all
team
your
is
guys are all sad now.
yeah, they're devastated.
3-0,
Yeah.
You got one staff towards your left back. Now we're going to go on the tables tab, which we've not looked at. Actually, go on the squad tab. On the right
Squad.
Hit
There we
the right
go.
shoulder button.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can. Okay, yeah. Let's do that for now. So this is just if you want to just see an overview of all your players.
Mm-hmm.
You can just scroll down. These are just the selected players, the subs, and the squad, so you can see all of them.
Yeah. There's a question. Does the game have microtransactions to improve the team or just by merit?
Only by the upgrading that we just looked at. That's
Okay.
how you improve the team.
And does losing affect the squad moral?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Good.
It's something we want to add, those kind of systems.
Gotcha.
So now we're going to go. This just, if you just want an overview of your team, you just come to this squad view so you can see them all. It's a simple thing. Right, now and you can see the ones with the flashing arrows. These means the guys that can be upgraded.
The flashing. Oh yeah, flashing
All the
arrows.
ones with
I see.
flashing arrows can be upgraded.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's a lot
right.
of them ready to upgrade, right? Okay. And actually, you've got a lot of squad players. I suggest after we do this session, you do a lot of player eating, reduce that number down, and get your best guys up. Because these guys are just padding out your squad for no good reason. Okay, now we're going to go back, and we're going to go on the left button and look at the tables.
Tables. Okay. Gotcha. And on the tables, yeah, go ahead.
Right, so you're in Iron Division 9, which is the second worst division. So you've got 10 divisions. You're actually quite near the bottom. You've just got one promotion so far.
Yeah.
And you are like, where are you? 40th in the league there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to look at how your rival teams are, if you go up, if you move up into the into one of those players, say that, I don't know, that Chelsea guy, for example.
Hang on, Chelsea guy? Where was that?
It doesn't matter, any of these guys.
Oh, there we go.
You're just going up the top.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who. Anyone. Click anyone. Just click on them.
Got it.
Right, now we can see, for example, this guy, we can see his squad, we can see how many trophies he's won, what his rating is, the formation he's using. And if you move up, you can actually see more detail on the cards.
So just to be clear, this guy is an actual person playing the game on Steam just like I am. This is not a computer team.
Yep. He's a guy.
Okay.
These are all okay. Everyone in those tables are people.
Are real
when
people.
you play their match against them, you're playing the match against their team controlled by AI.
Okay, so
by them being live online at the time.
And can I, when I'm not controlling my team and playing myself, can choose a tactic, let's say ultra defense, and then anyone who would play against my team would have to face the ultra defense, or how does that work?
Absolutely. That's how it works.
Okay, so that's good to know. Yeah.
So basically, by doing this, if you go up, you can just see more details on the players. So obviously, some of the information on the cards is obscured, If you go up and click on the card, you can see the player in more detail.
Got it.
So you can just survey the opposition teams and see what they've got. And actually, if we do the... Yeah, if you look at this guy, you can see his players here. Now, if we go back...
Yeah.
Now, if we go to look at the next table along...
The next table along. Like
it's the top players in the world.
Okay.
Go click on the right shoulder button.
Got it.
You're using the shoulder buttons to navigate the menus. Now,
Yes.
these are the best players in the world. Right. So if you click on that guy's squad, you'll see... Click on the number one player in the world at the moment.
So this
Blackburn.
Blackburn 78 is supposedly the best sociable soccer player right there out now.
He is winning the top league at the moment.
Okay.
Process works a bit later, but he's winning. If we click on him, we can see his team. Let's see who he's got.
Okay. Oh wow, he got a big dollar team here.
Yeah. So he's just got like all the big names here.
Yep. Okay.
Werner and Lish Jr. and all these other guys.
Sure.
Okay. And so using this, you can assess what formations people are using, what players they've got, kind of with them.
Got it. And question, which will transition into both of us playing a game. Could I, or is it planned in the future? Right now, I would play against his computer team, so to speak. Would there be an option to send this guy a direct challenge? Like, hey, I want to play online against you next time you're online.
Now you're getting to the complex bits. When you talk about making the game on Steam, Switch.
I have to be honest. That's right. I'm a very competitive person. As you've seen in the SWOS tournaments where you went to Berlin, it's great to compete. And I want to see how good this guy is. So for me, it would be great if I could. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, the way this step has to go is you've got to imagine we've got to work with the friends list on each of the different systems.
Okay.
To identify people and call them out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's over time we're working with each friends list. So the first thing is to find your friends and challenge them.
Yeah.
Challenging this guy, the thing is we don't know when he's going to be online next or how he's going to receive the message. I guess you could receive it into the message box if we open it up, and then how do we police what message you're sending him so it doesn't offend him or it's not blah blah and this is the reality of dealing with this stuff.
I think on Xbox it would be nice to see if somebody's online just by a little green dot, and then having an option to like ping him with a mini message.
I think where we're going to move towards, and it will take time, but is to improve the ability to select online PvP opponents to let them know you're there. We're actually working on something now on it. So so we're working on the ability to select opponents and find them and match people. And that is a bit of a weakness at the moment. The online PvP works very well, as you and I know, with the coded codes. When you have contact with someone and you say, let's play a game. It really requires currently communication outside of the game to achieve it, which we're using currently via our Discord channel. Yeah. The Club Clash, let me explain the Club Clash stuff so you understand it, because it's actually a really cool part of the game. So if you can go back to the Club Clash menu, the one to the left, the one with a bar, right? So this is showing that this is a 24-hour match between all of the Inter Milan fans and all of the Arsenal fans. So whenever when we make your season up, which is mostly in league games, but also has some win streak games and some Club Clash games.
Okay.
When you play the Club Clash games, any result goes directly to this bar. If you win, the bar will go more black because you're a Milan guy. If you lose, it will go more red to the Arsenal team you lost against. If you draw, it will stay about the same. Every single Arsenal player or Milan player who plays this will be contributing to this bar. So you're working together as a clan. Yeah. And at the end of the 24-hour period, wherever that bar lands, that will be the result.
Team wins.
So currently Milan are winning. The Milan clan are winning. And if you go to the next, if you go right one to the next table along in the club group table.
Gotcha.
So this is where this result goes. So at the end of this 24-hour period, you're either going to earn 0, 1, or 3 points for your clan. And then these points go into this table. So we can see currently the AC Milan clan is at the top of the table. Then you've got Ashburton Grove, which is Arsenal, Barcelona, Wigan, Inter Milan, an Exeter City, and then a Warsaw team and Solid. So basically, these teams are fighting in like a Champions League group this week, because each club clash lasts 24 hours. There are 7 of these each week, and this table will take 1 week to complete. By the end of 1 week, you'll have had 7 clashes. So currently we're on Wednesday, right? So we're in the 3rd day.
Okay.
So you can see that the Milan clan has won 2 out of 2. Your clan has won there's won 1 and lost 1.
Yep.
And you're winning this 3rd one, so you should get an extra 3 points by the end of the day. And this shows at the end of the week, when we take your finishing position, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, as to your world ranking.
Cool.
So at the end of the week, you will earn whatever number there is sitting on your rank at the end of the week, depending on which position you are in the table. It also shows you the captain of the clan. So every clan is given a captain, and you can see their name here, so you can see who they are.
Oh, Andriy Shevchenko. You got that guy named after Andriy Shevchenko. Andriy Sheva.
I think he's an Andriy Shevchenko guy, yeah.
Probably, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can see that if you look at the hashtag and the number, this tells you the number ranking of this clan in the world. So currently Milan are the 4th best clan in the world. Wigan the 13th, Arsenal 30th, Inter Milan's 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
If you go right to the next table where it says club ranking,
mm-hmm.
you should see that Inter Milan is 23rd. If the system works.
Yes.
Right. So
nice.
So now you can see you're 23rd, and you can see the other clans, and we start to see who's the best ranked clan in the world.
Oh wow! Look at that, Bordeaux, Girondin, Bordeaux.
Yeah. Okay. So the Bordeaux are the top ranked clan in the world. Now you can see how this works. So this last week, the previous week, they were first. The week before, they were first. Then they were first. Then they were first.
First, and so on.
The game's only been live.
Okay.
Weeks.
Yeah.
So only us devs, we've got 5 weeks. So basically, they're top. Now you can see there's 2 teams that have got the same ranking 1-1-1-1.
Yep.
And then as a tiebreaker, we use the captain, what his score is in what we call kudos. So every match you play for your clan goes in these bars. It contributes to a total of kudos you earned for your clan.
Yeah.
And this guy, Dede Truki, he's earned more for Bordeaux than the Everton manager has this last week.
Is that the number 1,867 over 1,700?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the points he's earned for his clan into those bars in
Gotcha.
total. It's kind of an attrition. It's like the current week and then a bit from the previous week going down.
Yep.
So because he's performed so well, he's actually earned his clan the best clan in the world trophy this year.
Yeah.
This week, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a long-term ambition to get your clan to be the best clan in the world. And if you go to the final tab,
okay,
the My Clan,
mm-hmm.
you should see all the Inter Milan guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently we have 6 Inter Milan fans. So now we can see who's got the most kudos.
It's not me.
This guy called Mick Sum, he is now the captain of the clan.
Yeah.
You're down the bottom, you've got a way to go. But
Yeah,
again,
I haven't get so far.
You get a trophy becoming the captain of your clan and stuff like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So
Cool.
bearing in mind there's 1,400 clans in the game, there's a lot of clans to fill up.
Oh, John, this is super helpful.
Yeah, and these clans, so although on the online PvP at the moment, I think we're only allowing people to play to the same platform. So like PC versus PC, PlayStation versus PlayStation. I don't think we've yet done the cross-platform play on that. But all the tables go across all the platforms. So all the PlayStation players, all the other guys, because you're just playing their AI, it doesn't matter. There's no platform regulation. So this way, this will populate, these clans will populate a lot more once all the platforms combine. Yeah. Bearing in mind, we're about a month into the game at the moment. So
I see.
Almost no publicity suffer. So yeah, but this explains how you understand how the system works better now.
Yes, much better. This is was a great insight so far. It's like everything makes sense now.
There's some cool things. There's some cool things with the system. The major thing missing is the ability to play in real leagues and the ability to have a player market and buy and sell players. So what we're working on now is how do we keep the best parts of the current design and merge them with the best parts of SWOS. That's actually what we're working in internally now.
Yeah.
We kind of want to like add some SWOS bits, but keep some of the good bits of this as well and combine them without making too many game modes, because it's quite a lot of different game modes.
Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm and not lose focus on like what's the main thing that you want to achieve. Yeah.
Exactly. So we think we know what we're doing, and we'll make more announcements as we're going. But
this is good. This is very good. Yeah, thank you very much, John, for your insights here. Good. Shall we
play the game?
Yes, let's entertain the crowd and play the game. I will open another beer, and then we can start. Give me one moment.
My beer was bigger, so it's still here. Okay, so hopefully this is going to work if we go to the online PvP menu. We tried one earlier and it worked, so hopefully it will work.
All right, let's see. Got another beer, that's good. And then I go back out of this menu, and then I'm gonna click friendly. And then, oh yeah, so if you want to play at home on the couch with a friend, or your child or your wife or whoever, you can do 2-player mode right here, right?
2-player is really a good way to play the game, yeah. You just need 2 controllers and away you go.
In our case, we do online PvP, and you see some servers there. As we spoken earlier, John, it would be great if servers could be selected manually rather than being automatically. So in our case, for example, if I could select Northern Virginia now, it would still give me a good game, but it would be much better for you because your ping to Northern Virginia is better than to California.
Actually, I can tell you, my ping to Northern Virginia is 49 milliseconds. What's yours?
38.
38. Yeah, it would be more equal. Yeah, so currently, currently we're playing UK to California. And currently, because you're going to give me the code, it will be hosted on California.
Exactly, but
you don't have the option currently to pick the mid server.
Yeah. If there would be an option, that would be very helpful. Like do an auto thing for people who don't care and have an option to select the server of the host. Okay, I'm gonna create a match. And here's my code. So it's 740 304. So for the people watching, John has now to type in the code into his game and then he'll join. Okay, he joined. And yeah.
Now can you maybe show the different leagues? This is where we can show the leagues. If you use the trigger buttons left and right, use the triggers, you can accelerate through the league. So hold down the right trigger.
Oh, the right trigger.
Hold down the right trigger. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Okay, I can go to England B, England C, and so on and so on and so on.
The trigger, not the shoulder button, the trigger. The trigger.
Oh, hang on. Oh, the trigger. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it blasts through. I see. Gotcha. Yep. Good.
There's 1,400 teams in the game.
Holy moly.
There's over 1,000 clubs and there's 200 nations.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely massive game.
Very familiar for SWOS fans. Great.
Yeah, there's 25,000 players, and just over half of them have got the FIFA Pro license, so they've got the photo players.
That is very nice.
Some of the smaller ones don't have it.
Okay. Let's see. And obviously, you had to rename the clubs because of licensing things, and also some countries as we spoke.
The clubs and the badges. The badges actually can make.
That makes sense. You can spot your team.
We can make the badges look quite good for the clubs, and we've had to mess them around a bit, and we're thinking maybe we need some kind of badge editor and name editor, which unfortunately aren't in at the moment, but will come later. But I think a badge editor I'd like to put in because I know the badges can look really good. They were really good, and they're a bit messed up right now. So
yeah,
who are we going to go for? You're going to go for what kind of level team you want to go for?
Well, I don't care. What do we like? We can play low level, or we can play a fast match with good players. What do you suggest, John?
I suggest we go for like around. I'm going to go for this team.
They have
America.
820 skill points.
Yeah,
So
this is like America and Mexico.
hang on, where is US?
You need to go right.
Yep, Scotland, Switzerland,
You need
Turkey,
to hold your
Ukraine,
trigger down for a while.
European
trigger
clubs, Argentina. Oh man, oh Brazil. Let me check Brazil. There might be. Where's Flamengo? Yeah, can I have
Flamengo is my team.
Yes.
Oh,
you're great. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's go. Actually, no, I've got a Fluminense show. What am I saying? They're rivals.
Yeah.
Flamengo at all. And now you can choose to. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Hardcore. Go. Hey, I can choose the referee here. Which one do we want to do?
Yeah, you choose the referee. Don't choose her. We'll get lots of red cards. He's my favorite one, the blind one. But
the blind Benjamin? Yeah, let's do that. He looks like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like Will Smith in his early days. All right, let me go to options to have a little bit of effects on. Just a little bit. You said I gotta use the mouse for that. What happened?
Yeah, you need to use the mouse.
It threw me out, John. Hang on. I put the effects up. And we have to reconnect. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay. Okay, friendly, online, create match.
Now I need to put them up again.
So the new code is 444405.
Okay.
And in the meantime, there are questions, 2 questions. Any chance we can pick international teams for a player versus player?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and the other question is, will there be a way for us to edit the names, badges, and players? At least for friendlies, or at least something like edit custom teams?
The answer is yes in the long term, not now. Something we plan to add.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tom, and thank you, Rui Costa.
Bearing in mind about the game is, you know, every year we do an update of the game. Every 6 months we do every year we do a new version of the game, should I say?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to choose Arsenal this time. So.
Okay.
So every year we do a completely new version of the game, and every 6 months we do a data update with all the teams from the transfer window.
Yep.
So we're constantly adding little bits as we're going now at the moment, small edits, but the bigger things we add will come in the next season's version or 6 monthly update. Depends on what it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like
okay.
If we want to add a proper player market, it's a lot of work. We want to tweak the goalkeepers, it's easier to do.
Yeah. Okay, John, good game. Enjoy.
Yeah, good luck. I hope I win. Okay.
Oh wow, your goalkeeper, what happened there? Did you see that?
Now what do you do?
He came out of his box, like super long. Good thing that I stream so we can rewatch this on a video later.
I trust him. He knows what he's doing.
Oh.
Tried the chip, failed.
Hey, there was nothing.
He's blind. I told you he's blind.
Oh. Oh, hit the post.
Okay, free kick.
Yeah, no, throw in. Oh. Good goalkeeping, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on.
Got Kai Havertz up front. He's a bit underachieving at Arsenal. How's that been?
Phew.
I missed my header there.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, almost.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah.
Filthy. Okay, we're gonna go nice.
Oh, that's over. No, it's a goal. Oh my god. Yeah.
You can do these little flick headers in this game, so looks like it worked this time.
Zoop.
Come on, see what you got.
Oh. Half time.
Brazilian. So we can send these little chat things. It's like
Yeah.
funny little things we can do.
Yeah.
I can also use the D-pad to change my formation. Look, just by pressing the D-pad here,
Oh yeah, I see.
right and left.
Yep. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We're going to go more defensive now. We've got a 1-goal lead.
Hey, what happened there? Free kick? We have quite a bit of teleporting here.
Bit of lag. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oopsies.
That was
Nice goal.
really cheap goal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I have to learn how to defend these.
Yeah, it's a really cheap corner goal.
That's like the Amiga SWOS header goal from corner, in the short corner.
Yeah, exactly. Very similar.
Oh, goalkeeper, come on.
We've been improving the goalkeepers. Actually, this
Yes, please.
This is a version behind the. We're about to issue an update tomorrow or the next day, depending on when
Okay.
the testing finishes. Yeah, he should be
Yeah.
stopping those, but
That's
apparently he's
fine.
weak.
Oh,
Sorry. That's Gilberto. I wonder if it's the same guy who was at Arsenal. I wonder
No.
if it is. He's still there.
wow. Paulinho.
Yeah, he's a non-licensed player.
Just to show people the different cameras, is there a simple button that I could press to have a different camera now?
If you go up, if you pause the game
Okay.
and go along to the camera, go right.
Oh, there we go.
You can click on the camera and change to whatever you like.
Uh-huh.
I'm playing in
So-
a different camera to you. I'm playing in the side camera.
Wait, which one are you playing?
I'm playing camera 1.
Camera 1. Okay. It's, I'm trying camera 2 now, a little more.
Yeah, camera 2 is a bit more zoomed in overhead, yeah.
Aye, aye, aye.
What?
Good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, okay.
No way.
Yeah, I'm pulling back, John. Oh, my question would be, obviously in the future, you plan on doing do-it-yourself competitions online so you could add like extra time and penalties in case of a draw?
We can look at the extra time and penalties in case of a draw.
Yeah.
The DIY competitions we want to add. As for online, that's an extra layer of complexity because what about if people drop out and blah blah blah. So
Yeah, that's right.
depends.
Okay. Very cool. Congrats. Let's do one more. Okay?
Okay, we'll do one more.
Yeah,
That's a win for me.
it is.
You happy with your camera?
No, I'm gonna switch back to 5. Start, and then camera 4, 5. There we go. Alright, let's go. Hang on, my formation is 4-4-2. At the bottom left, I can see my...
Yeah, you can see. You can change it.
Got it, got it.
I won't score. That'd be nice.
Okay, yep.
Ready?
Okay, let's... Yep, ready.
Go, go, go. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see your tactics. You run through the wing to chip the ball back into the box.
Well, that's the way it works in normal
Yeah.
football. There's different tactics. It's one of
Yeah. Let's try that.
Well, that's a goalkeeper bug. That's fixed now. So you won't be able to score those goals for much longer until we fix it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a few goalkeeper bugs.
I'm trying to foul you, but I can't.
You can't. Yeah. You go.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, just keep the shot down. There's too much power.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, good goalkeeper.
Yep, good boy. That was awful play.
Uh-huh.
Awful play. Come on.
Oh, foul. Okay, so now I got a free kick. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna score a goal.
That's good. I'm gonna send you a crying emoji. Be nice. So this kind of stuff, like these silly things like emojis and silly referees, it's good for appealing to kids and stuff as well. A bit what we were saying earlier, like obviously for people who are used to playing arcade football games from the past, like us, you know, we've grown up playing Sociable Soccer and
Yeah.
kick-off and stuff like that. For young kids, they've not really seen arcade games being particularly dominant, and so a lot of what we're trying to do is bring these kind of games back to kids from a different generation. So
Yeah.
I think all of us, you know, we'd like to see arcade gameplay be there as an alternative to simulation play, like we've had with FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer for a long time. And I think that these kind of, unfortunately for SWOS, like the graphics and stuff, it just doesn't cut it for young kids now. They used to. That's why.
Well, but when I think about Minecraft, John, what is Minecraft? It's pixel graphics, nothing else. So
that's true. Well, that's true. But I think that I think there's a degree of detail and stuff that kids want. I'm not sure that Sensible Soccer's got enough.
Look where your keeper is. What's with your keeper, John? Oh.
It works. It works. It's 2-2. Trust him. He knows what he's doing. I trust him. Absolutely. I trust your keeper. Any team. You know, he might be like a mad Colombian player or something. You gotta just live with what he's doing.
Yeah.
Go with his instinct.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Okay.
Here comes my long ball.
Take it out.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, okay. 2-2. Good.
2-2. So you're gonna draw.
Yeah. Let's do one more so we have a best of 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
like you like here. And then we'll do a bit of SWOS.
And then we can play 2 matches of SWOS and call it a night.
That sounds good.
Cool. Alright, let's go. Hey, I'm gonna try a different...
Kind of where we are, the game is... I say to people, the game's a bit like Sensible Soccer was when it launched. It's not SWOS. It's like Sensible Soccer, the first one.
Yep.
That's kind of where we are with the game right now. So it's like got a lot of stuff we can add, but it's still at its core a fun arcade football game. I think we can improve the online play a lot with the connectivity stuff as well. It's like really a lot more we can get out of it. I know you said that there's some solutions we can look at as well, which we will look at.
Yeah, the online netcode. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
unlucky.
yes, there we go. Woohoo! Rui Costa's asking, people used to like indoor soccer games as well. Is it planned to have a futsal or indoor soccer mode?
Well, maybe in a few years. I mean, it's like there's a lot of other stuff we're going to do before then.
Yeah.
It's not high up on the agenda. There's a lot to do
I
with
bet.
the game.
Yeah.
So of course, as always, all the platforms to manage. So maybe, but it's not up there. I mean, we did it with Micropro Soccer. Actually, with Micropro Soccer, we had indoor football. Obviously, we never did it with Sensible Soccer, but we have done it before. I think at that time they were using ice hockey rinks in America and covering them with carpet, turning them into football pitches. And
that's funny.
That was, which is a bit crazy.
Oh.
Come on. No way, man.
Hey folks, I can tell you this game, Sociable Soccer, especially if you play it online against somebody, it's really fun. It's
a fun
good.
game, yeah.
Good job, John, and your coding guys.
It's really it's also really nice in the 2-player, like in the same place.
Yeah.
Because you get to laugh at the guy's face when you score.
Oh,
what a tackle! What a tackle!
brutal. Goalkeeper. Yay, there we go. Run. Rudolph. Run, Rudolph.
One goal. We just want one goal. No way. Thanks. Yeah, come on. From your other generous slide pucks.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Yeah. Boom.
Go back to 1-1. That's all we need. And hold out.
Oh, don't lose the ball there, sucker. That was nothing.
Okay.
Odegaard. What are you doing, Odegaard? Oh, was that an own goal?
Big. What? Big. Yeah.
Kai Havertz, the German.
Actually scored.
He actually scored. Rui Costa's asking, will the game have a version every year? Well, yes. I think John already commented on that. Yes, so they are planning on improving that every year.
We've been doing it every year since 2019, actually. So on Apple Arcade. So it's like the plan has always been like that. That's what we've been doing. I was going to put a great chip in then, and you just cut it out.
Oh, hey. Come on, this might be my last chance for an equalizer.
Come on, you got 4 minutes to score.
Oh. Well, there we go. Congrats, John.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had a bit more practice on SWOS than me recently, so I might even it up a bit.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, hang on. No rematch. How can we get out of here?
We just quit. Just press B.
B?
We're done. Yep.
Ah, there we go. Okay, back in the menu.
Well, on my Xbox, controller, you can use what you like, and then we exit out.
Okay.
And that's done.
And what is this inbox?
The inbox is there to send system messages. We're not using it very much, mostly because our system messages look really ugly at the moment. But
Okay.
it could be that when we have certain events or things going on in the game, we can use that system. So we've done it, for example, to announce we've had Christmas things in the Apple Arcade. It enables us to send messages to everyone in the community in the game.
Yep. Okay, and when I click okay, and when I click World, that just gives me an overview of what kind of teams.
That's like world mode in SWOS. So you've got 77 real world tournaments, like
like the it's like a
England,
okay.
European Champions League,
Gotcha.
Europa League. I don't think we've had. I don't know if we added the conference. We might have added the conference this year.
So these are like preset competitions.
Preset tournaments.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Preset tournaments.
Well, thank you for the lesson in Sociable Soccer. And the last question that I had on my list was, two actually. Are there any plans for an offline tournament yet, such as a launch party? I mean, it's already launched, but did you think about, hey, let's go to a pub, set up a few computers?
We've thought about these things, but the reality is that we'll do it later when we're not so busy. We're just too busy at the moment. We are swamped with work. One thing we're not short of is work right now. So.
Okay, and then the last question concerning concerning Sociable Soccer is, if you use a crystal ball, where do you see Sociable Soccer in the year 2032? Will there be sociable days as there are sensible days?
I would really hope that we can get the game to that point. I think that the reality is it's going to take another year or so before we get to the level of something that's quite as brilliant as Sensible Soccer was, even if I can allowed to say that about my own game. You know,
so you're trying to
is good. It's very
good.
I mean, we're getting pretty good ratings and stuff on Steam. You know, we're in recent reviews are all very positive and stuff like that, which is really, really good. But I don't think we're quite at the Sensible Soccer level. But I don't think we're too far away. We just need to keep on working on what we've got and using the modern technology and bringing in the old knowledge. It's like a combination of old and new. So with a bit of good luck and a lot of hard work and growing support and everyone. The main thing for us is to make people aware our game exists. That's our number one biggest issue here. Like these days, that just takes raw marketing power, which just means loads of money to throw in.
Yeah.
And you know, at the moment we are self-publishing, we're independent. We don't have that huge 10 million to chuck behind the game to let people know it exists. Yeah. So we're relying on. We decided to take the approach of building it with the community and getting that kind of ground feel and people join in and making it more of a game of the people type. And we'd love to have everybody involved in doing that. And we're happy on our Discord community. If you go to you can share the Discord community link with everybody. Let's do that. There. There's a bunch of guys on our team there, all sorts of different people on the game, like myself, the producer, and about 3 or 4 other guys who help us with PR and other stuff, and Dave, who does our data, he's on there sometimes. So we're quite active there, chatting with everyone.
Yep, gotcha. That sounds nice. Okay, I shared the Discord link to our Twitch viewers. And so to wrap it up, Jon, are you still there? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hang on, why? Oh, because I know, I see. There we go. Now we got Jon back. I just shared the link to the Discord channel of Sociable Soccer, and very generous of you guys to give away the 24 Steam keys until the 24th of December. So if anybody's interested in getting the game, join the Discord server and post at 8 p.m. UK time in the channel to get a free key to Sociable Soccer. So thank you very much, Jon.
You have got today. They've probably all gone because currently they're just going like super fast. They might still be there. They might still be this 12 past. But we've just got this influencer from Argentina who did a video of our game the other day, and now everyone's just getting the keys instantly.
I know.
This runs up until the 24th of December. You can get these keys. You need to turn
Very
up
nice.
8 p.m. sharp in UK time. I am trying to boot SWOS again, and it's not launching again, and I can't work out why. Was
Okay,
up and running?
let's see. Did it create a shortcut on your desktop saying SWOS 2020?
Ah, it did.
Good. Then you launched that.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, no, this is interesting. It won't let me open it because it's already open, but I can't access the window.
Oh, maybe because it's on.
Okay,
is
it's
it working
again now? We should be right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Multiplayer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I log in, right?
Yep. You should have saved the login, I think. Should automatically.
Yeah, it's all working.
Oh, there we go.
There.
Okay, I just created a lobby. Okay, I'm gonna accept that. There we go. And we still have our teams. That's nice. And we're gonna do. Shall we do those teams again? Or shall we do better ones?
I think so.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's do Northampton Town against Norwich. I'm gonna do cup mode. We're gonna do 2 legs, extra time and penalties, and I'm gonna change my delay to. Yeah, change. You can change your delay to 5 to get a little bit more responsive. And then you click on the red X for Norwich and confirm your lineup. And this is an interesting thing, John. If you see that lineup menu, you have a uniform button now. Because in the old SWOS, in the original one, you were sometimes stuck with 2 jerseys that look too similar. To prevent this, we have created. You click on the red X to go to your team, and then there's a blue uniform button at the bottom. Yeah, and there you can change your uniform.
Alright.
Yeah.
You can actually change it manually.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes you have a kit clutch, and then it's better to.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. And then you just confirm. There we go. Okay. Good. Let's start.
You just got to unlearn Sociable Soccer now.
Yeah.
And some concern on the bench.
Oh, you got an injury, John.
You know much.
To substitute. Yeah. Okay.
Good skills.
Oh. Oops. Sorry.
Alright.
Goes past his marker. Good header. Takes the ball well into.
Nice tackle.
Bad tackle.
Ooh.
What's really funny is I'm pressing
Come
the
on.
sprint button all the
And the
time.
referee pulls
You're
the
pressing
referee's
sprint?
also in his
Yeah.
pocket, and a good decision in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion.
That's
Pressing sprint continuously and actually playing on this Xbox controller in both directions is really weird. I'm trying to remember it at the moment. It's not going too badly so far.
Yes,
No.
good control. That's a poor effort, really. Well played on. Blocked, well played.
good
Good,
save.
my goalkeeper. Good. My
Nicely
goalkeeper-
cut
that was
out.
Yeah. Missed.
Good pass.
Ooh.
Excellent challenge. Goal! The ball in the back
There
of
we
the
go.
net,
Ah.
and showing their appreciation.
As usual, when I come back to Sensible Soccer, it's the scoring. I find the hardest to do. It's like remembering the patterns to
Did
score.
well there, cut out
Yeah.
the pass.
Yeah.
He took the player, the ball, and half the
That could have been a red.
That blind referee was he in the old days?
Great
Yeah.
Just never
Hit it sweetly,
gave him
and I'm
credit
not
he
sure,
deserved.
but I think that's a tear in the eye of the keeper.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. It was very fresh in those days. It was like an embryo, I think. No, actually in the 92. Been about the right time, right?
Yeah,
No.
correct. Yes, 92, 93, yeah.
That's a good touch. Wonderful. He had a good view of the incident
Just playing
there.
around at Northampton, are we?
Oh, yeah.
The ball headed on. Oh, good touch off the head.
Yeah, oh,
I'm not
Did
shooting
well to win
right.
it there.
It's not good.
Yes, that's
Oh,
a
that's a penalty, come on.
No hesitation there.
Almost outside the
Red
box.
card.
And that's a red card.
From the referee. Dismissal, and rightly so, in my opinion.
Blind
Hang
red.
on. I think you butchered my guy. Oh, look at John, what have you done? Look at that.
It's revenge for 20 goals.
Oh, that's that is not SWOS, that is Speedball 2, John. What you're doing here.
Yeah, we've done that as well. Published that before, so.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sub a few guys here. Bye-bye. Broken leg.
He'll sit out the rest of the game.
Rui Costa says, don't mess with the creator. That guy has to go. Oh, the other one has to stay.
They're looking forward to it.
A goal
Oh,
denied by
good
the
save.
keeper, and his teammates overjoyed down there. And that's straight at the keeper. Yes, a
No
superb
way, that
strike,
was such
and
a
the
cheap
keeper
goal.
unable to do anything
Yes.
about it.
Oh,
Clever touch.
come on.
What a good strike.
Centre
Real
back's
power in the
disappeared.
shot.
Oh,
That's the problem.
look at that. Mr. Mills, need to see a doctor.
No, we've got another way of doing it. Mr. Mills. I think it's going to come on from Mr. Mills.
And he's less than happy down there. Stopped by the keeper. Oh, look at that. Great football.
Oh,
That's a tough challenge. Oh, that's a magic goal.
what a
That's an
finish.
interesting goal.
Nice
Yeah.
space and let fly with a great shot to beat the keeper.
Subtle.
Oh,
Touch of class.
oh,
Striker.
oh, oh.
No,
Great challenge.
just not happening for my boys. They're
I
playing
forgot
like a
to
Two
ask-
Norwich team.
I forgot to ask you, what is the net time of a Sociable Soccer online match? Is that like a 3-minute thing, or?
It says 3 minutes plus all
And
the
that's gone to the
replays and
keeper
whatever
like a
else
pin
might
to a
happen.
magnet.
The actual time
Okay.
on the clock is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
clever
anything
touch.
else.
Oh, that's a goal.
think it's
If
slightly
you know
shorter
what
than
happened there, give me a call and
Sensible
let me
Soccer.
know.
Yeah.
But like I say, online, it benefits from being shorter.
Sure.
It's good.
Okay, first leg, you have quite.
That wasn't good.
Yeah.
We need a replay. When we practiced
That's a good
earlier today, I did better than now.
That
I'm
that is
learning
true.
here.
Yeah, and now you see, which is cool. You have to go back to your lineup because in a cup, obviously, those injuries have effect on the second leg, so you have to take those guys out.
I've lost 2 of my defenders. Now I'm down to like playing a midfielder at the back.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at tackling. And I'm going to put this guy in.
Yeah.
But it's not good. I'm attacking of Danny Mills and John Polston. Or
I'm gonna check out your team here. Oh, I see. Polston with a red card, Mills, and then Fleck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we need a big performance, and I'm not betting on us getting it, but we'll try.
Yep.
Let's see, how do we do? Darren Eady, my favourite Norwich player. He's there. A slightly muddy pitch.
A typical English pitch during autumn time.
Oh!
Yep.
Keeping the ball. Yes, the keeper saw that all the way. It was no problem to him. Excellent challenge. Saw the pass early. Oh,
yeah.
just wide. Good effort. Headed on then.
Oh!
And that
Oh.
forcing a save from the keeper.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly a surprise goal.
In well to win the ball. Well played. Did well there. And a good chance for a long throw
Your
here.
circus performing seals out again with the ball.
Well intercepted.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Excellent control. Good defending there. Played clear.
Boom.
The ball crosses the line and out for a throw.
Come on, long ball.
And that's straight at the
Oh.
No.
keeper. That's no
Hopeless.
difficulty for the keeper there. Shot straight at
Hopeless.
and that's hit straight at the goalkeeper. That was not the best shot he's ever had.
Oh. Oh.
No, terrible shot. Terrible shot.
Yes, good challenge there. A well-timed challenge there. In well to win. Nice effort. Little unlucky there.
Nearly. Close but no cigar.
Good
Yep.
touch there. Goal denied by the
Oh,
keeper.
what kind of a pass was that? God, we got away with that.
Awful.
Come on, boys. Come on,
Well
boys.
intercepted.
Half
That's
time.
good. We're happy with that part. We're
Yeah.
happy with the boring 0-0. Yep.
Oh, good
I'd
save.
say the shot hit with
Oh.
some power, and the keeper more than equal to it.
Keeper's coming right out of his area.
What can they create here? Yes, the keeper saw that all the way. It was no problem to him. Loses his marker. And that's terrible play.
brutal.
Never looked like, and that's a free
Yeah.
kick. He was nowhere near the ball.
Brutal and legal, as opposed
Yeah.
to brutal and illegal.
That's
Oh,
it. They've
nice
celebrated
job.
the goal as the defenders look at each other and the
Oh,
keeper
God.
searches for his Valium.
Well,
Very straightforward finish that. There's nothing
Did well to win it there.
fun about that at all.
He saved it. Nice touch. The ball played on. Oh, he saved it and he really let fly with the shot. Tremendous goalkeeping. That's a bad challenge. Nowhere near the ball and the player could be injured. Great save. Wonderful goalkeeper.
nice save, keeper.
Well played. Did well there. The referee blows for a free
That's
kick.
red. That is so
Right.
red.
Oh,
And that's a definite red
Proper
card. A
Bye.
blatant foul.
professional foul.
The referee
Bye
giving a
bye.
good
That's an early
whistle.
pass, John.
He'll play no further part in the match.
I'm commending him
Around
for
his
that
man.
tackle.
But the goalkeeper, oh, more than equal.
You won't get
What a
told off in
good
my dressing
save.
room. Not for that.
No.
Perfect.
Throw-in signalled by the linesman. Takes the ball, well intercepted.
Okay,
Let's see what they can do from here. And it's hit the
Oh,
It's there. Thundered into the
Oh
net.
no!
Too
I knew
much
it could
space.
hold out.
Wonderful
Not
goal.
that match. 1-1. Okay.
Played a nice ball. Well played. Did well there.
Nearly.
ooh.
Nice
It's
challenge.
a back pass.
Well headed.
A long
Well,
one.
with a header.
Yeah, I was a header. Okay.
Oh, yes,
Oof.
a wicked shot matched only by the
Really?
excellent save. Well read.
There we go.
We're very happy with our draw in the second match. Well, that
Yes.
a moral victory.
It's
Yeah.
all over here then, and a match packed with
Okay.
excitement.
Good job.
One to rem-
So, thank you, John. Oh, by the way, we have act for penalty for if you want to do. Let's do this. This is our last thing, John. Do a penalty shootout.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have added manual goalkeeper control to the penalty shootouts, so you can decide where your guy is diving to.
Okay.
So we're gonna do penalty shootout only. Norwich against Northampton.
Okay.
Yeah. Start.
Let's try it.
And if you press diagonal up, he will do a long jump into that corner. If you press diagonal down, he will do like a lower jump. So, and if you do nothing, he stays in the middle and catches a shot in the middle. You know, in the original,
half jump, but you not need to.
you can do a Panenka now that should work.
Do I need to press the button?
No, you don't
Can
need
you
to
see
press
the
fire.
direction of the-
No, I cannot see
the
your.
direction?
No, I don't see them. I don't see your goalkeeper direction. You do not need to press fire. You just hold the direction where you want the guy to jump to.
Okay, let's try it.
Got it?
Go on.
Save
There we
it.
go.
Somehow the keeper made the save. Never easy
Good job.
scoring a penalty, but
Now
he
it's
did
my
what he
turn to
had
save.
there. Amazing save.
Yes.
His manager off the bench applauding a
I'll let
quite
you see where I
outstanding
was going
piece of
and I understand
goalkeeping.
this now.
And little problem with the penalty then. Well struck.
Right in the middle. Oh, good job.
Yes, beat the keeper, no trouble at all. Good penalty.
Oh, Panenka.
Oh, what Panenka.
What?
He's got it, look. It's safe.
Oh, he got it. It was against the bar.
Yes,
Oh.
great finishing.
Nice job.
Ball placed into the top corner, the keeper left helpless. Save, no doubt in the keeper's eyes there.
Yeah, we done it.
Yes, congratulations. You won the penalty shootout.
That was
It's all over here then.
That's
A
fun,
match
I like
packed
that.
with
Nice.
excitement. One
something,
to
Yeah.
remember.
something to add.
Yeah.
Game, yeah, it's cool.
Okay, we're at the end of the stream today. John, thank you very much for coming on tonight. It was a pleasure to host
As
you.
always, yeah.
And yeah, it was good to see you again. I wish you all the best with Sociable Soccer, and we'll stay in touch. And whenever
Thank you very
there's
much.
anything, if there's ever anything new coming up with Sociable Soccer, we can get in touch, and you can come back on my show whenever you want and present new features.
I'd love to do that. I mean, you know, for anyone who's got the original game, the version 1.1 update is coming out tomorrow, the next day, whenever we finish testing it, it'll be out. Anyone who wants to buy the game, it's about to go in a few hours on a sale price. So we'll enter the winter sale for Steam. So
Okay.
you'll see it at a nice reduced price. Or you can try to get one of the 24 lucky keys per day, which will be absolutely free.
Yeah.
And also on the 22nd of December on Sociable Soccer, we have a tournament that anyone can enter from 8 o'clock GMT. So if anyone wants to enter it, please go to our Discord on the address that Playaveli shared, and go to the tournament thing and say you want to enter the tournament. and you'll be entered. Of course, you need the game to enter it. Right.
Sure. Good.
Thank you very much.
It. Thank you very much, Jon.
You.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Have a good night, Jon. All the best, and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. 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 All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jon Hare. And I'm about to wrap it up too. Nothing much to add. Hey, Slater, yeah, welcome to the stream. Why did Sensible Soccer never do more with the engine? Oh, Sensible Rugby, Sensible Golf. I can send Jon that question, and then I can send you the answer on Discord. I hope everybody had a nice time doing the stream today. It was good to see Jon and to play against him, and I have a lot more insights now than I had before in Sociable Soccer. And I wish everybody happy holidays. Oh, Rui Costa, if we show up tomorrow at 8 p.m. in the Discord, will the keys be... Yes, they will be provided in a private message, but you have to send a message in there. Let me send an invite again, right to the 24 days key request channel. Copy that. Okay, this will send you right to the channel. Go there at 8 p.m. and then you type, "Can I have a key, please?" Yes, and they will send you a private message. 8 p.m. UK. Oh yeah, UK and Portugal is the same time zone, so you'll be fine with that. So there's the link again, and on Friday there will be an online tournament going on. If you want to enter that, there's a channel called SS24 Tournament. You just have to type "entering tournament" there, and you're good to go with the game. Yep. So folks, a last cheers to Jon Hare, the creator of Sensible Soccer, the creator of Sociable Soccer. It's been a nice stream tonight, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and maybe I can be back with one more stream right before the end of the year to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Great. So, cheers, and talk to you soon, see you soon, play you soon. Stay sensible on stream. Adios, amigos and amigas.
Jon Hare.